Hi everyone, I'm Elizabeth Kotite and welcome to Entertainment Life. Today we're talking about Fear Street 1978. This is a sequel to Fear Street 1994 and is the second in the trilogy of Fear Street movies that Netflix has been putting out this month. This particular one is about C. Berman and how she survived the massacre at Camp Nightwing in the 1970s. Based on the last movie, I had very high expectations for this. Because the last movie was very good and very interesting and had the right amount of being like really scary, but also just kind of a fun movie. However, this one was so boring. It was so painstakingly slow. And even the massacre was not that interesting. Especially because we didn't really get to know the people that were being killed in this story. They were just kind of people that were there. And I mean, if you want me to be invested in a murder, let me get to know somebody first. Or else I'm going to be like, okay, that person died, whatever. Also, they did this like kind of weird mind fuck thing where they made us think that the character we were following for most of the story was the one telling the story, but then at the end it turns out it was this other person telling it. Which didn't make any sense to me because I'm like, okay, well then how did she know about this? How did she know about that? How could she have possibly known about this thing and this thing and this thing and that thing if she was like over there doing this and this and this and this and that? I mean, who was the idiot that wrote this story anyway? Like, really, guys? Really? People don't tell stories that way. And if you do, you're a bad writer. Now, I must admit, the very end of the movie did start to redeem itself when we were back on board with the 1994 people. And I thought that the twist they did for the ending was interesting, although I must be honest, I kind of figured that's what they would have to do. Because the next movie is called 1666, so how are you going to have a movie called that unless you're, in 1666? Anyway, I can't recommend this. I want to, but I can't because it's just so bad. So, watch the first one, maybe skip over the second and go straight to the third. I don't have any thoughts on that yet because I haven't watched the third one yet. But that's all I have to say. Bye, everybody.